Hello everyone, it's Carrie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you the final reveal of my update on my craft room. I recently updated my craft room this past summer. It took me about a month or so to do it. If you've watched past videos, you know that this room looks totally different now, which I am totally happy with the way it turned out. It's much better. The color, everything, just everything about the whole room is much better than it was. So we'll go ahead and get into it. I'm standing in my doorway right now. It is a small room, so I will walk in and then I will close the door and we will go have a tour. Okay, so this is the main area of my craft room. This is my craft desk here. All the furniture, majority of the furniture that you will be seeing is from IKEA. That's probably no surprise to a lot of you. It's just great, great quality stuff for an affordable price at IKEA. So that's why I think a lot of us crafters like it. So I will give you a full 360 so you can see everything. I will go into detail on a lot of things just so you can see them. I'm going to kind of go a little slow here because I don't want to make anyone sick. And of course, if you go too fast, I know it's a little bit distracting too. But there is my Raskog cart. All of my stamps. I'll go back this way because the other way was where my door is. This is where my little office setup area is. Forgive the brightness of the window. If I don't have the curtains open, it's a little bit dark in here. But so there is my shelving, which was already there. And then I have a little Kallax unit. This area here is my closet, and where I put my vanity and stuff. Of course, we're back at my front door, and then there you go. So we'll go ahead and start over here in this corner, and I will explain how I store some things. Okay, first up is my Raskog cart. I got this Raskog cart, and a lot of us, I have noticed, like the teal color, but I went ahead and got the tan, only because I knew that I was going to have natural wood, the look of natural wood in my room. So I decided to go ahead and get this color instead. I will go ahead and kind of pull it over to me next to me so I can explain some things. Eventually, in the beginning, whenever I put this together, I did put the top one upside down, and I did have my die cutting machine sitting on top of it, but I used it for like that for a little bit, but for me it wasn't practical because it kept moving. It wasn't the best thing for me whenever I was actually using the machine. It's great if I was storing it over here, just storing it over here, but I was actually using the die cut machine on top of it like that, and it was, you know, obviously it's on wheels, so it moves, so I decided not to do that. So I went ahead and turned it over like it was intended, and stored some things inside of it. So, which I kind of like this a little bit better anyway. So, this here is this little thing here. It comes from Stamp and Storage. This is what holds my dies, and this is all of my dies that I have. And I really do like this setup because for one, it causes me not to have a huge amount of dies, and two, it's more compact this way, and so I can just flip through of what I want. So I've got my little pliers here or whatever, wire cutters to cut my dies apart if I need them, and I just have all of my dies in here, my frame dies, everything. I do have some of them labeled. I started out doing that, and then I stopped doing that. But anyway, so this is where all of my dies are, and then back behind that I have two embossing folders that cannot fit into. I've got an embossing folder holder, like a little book kind of thing, and I'll show you that in a minute. It does not fit in there. And then all of my background 6x6 background stamps behind that. Then over here I have a clear container. You can't really see the container. I'm trying to pull it up here. It's like a little clear container. And I've got in here all of my envelopes that I have. So at various manufacturers, I just recently bought a pretty good amount from KWCardDesign. So that's what a lot of the colors that you see are from. The two here, the red and the gold right here, are from the latest Stamp Timber going on over at Simon Says Stamp. So I bought some of those. I do like craft envelopes a lot, so you see a lot of craft. And then in the front here, I just have some of the Lawn Fawn 5-bar note cards there. And then in front, I've got some longer envelopes over here too, like the longer size. I have some of those too. And then in front here, I have this little washi tape holder that I bought from Etsy. It actually came from China. It's so cute though. And it didn't really take all that long. It took about maybe 2 weeks to get here. Not long at all. And I just have some of my favorite washi tapes on here. So whenever I, because I mainly use washi tape for my envelopes when I'm sending out cards. So I just put some of my favorites on my little washi tape holder there. So we're going to go below here. And down here we have, I have this little container here that I bought at Walmart. It was like 99 cents. And I have my 6x6 papers in here. I have, let me kind of say this too, little side note. I have really destashed a bunch of my stuff that I had. I had way more stuff than this. And I just got to a point where I didn't need it all. I'm just to the point where I like a lot of things, but do I use it? And I really did have that conversation with myself, because I mean, obviously if I like it, that's great, but if I don't use it, that's not great. It just sits here. So over the years, I have really kept that to myself, you know, really held that true to myself to really make sure that I only buy things that I know I'm going to use. So, and not hold on to things. So I had like 2 or 3 different containers worth of pads, and so I've gotten a lot of them, and so I've only keep my favorites. Obviously Lawn Fawn is the bulk of that, and then back there I have some of my favorite things, and I believe Simple Stories. And then here in this container here, this container I also bought, I believe I bought it at a dollar store. I just have some of my embossing pastes, some of my, embossing paste, embossing glitter, stuff like that, some of my paints. I do have some spray adhesive back there and some tools, and then I have just a little roll of paper towel there, and then I have some masking tape over there too. And down here on the bottom, I'm on my knees, people, so that's why I'm kind of shaky. I apologize. Down here on the bottom, I just have things that I don't really get to very often. The bulk of the rest of my 6x6 papers that I don't use as much. And then in the front here, I have like magnetic sheets and stuff to whenever I do my stamp storage. That's in front, and then I have some duster cloths just to, if I work with glitter and stuff like that. And then in the back there, I just have some Sizzix die cutting plates, extra die cutting plates and stuff like that. So that's what I have on the bottom there. So that is my Raskog cart. Next over is my stamp storage and my IKEA 6 or my Kallax 6-drawer unit. So we will go in there and see what's in there. Okay, this is my Kallax 6-drawer unit, and I'm going to first start with the bottom drawer and work my way up, because that will be a little bit better. I am sitting down here, so that will be better for me to show it to you that way. So we'll start with the very bottom drawer and how I have stuff in here. This drawer is what I call my extras drawer. I just have like extra adhesives, just extra supplies that I have over the years. You know, like blending tool pads, stuff like that. It's literally my extras drawer. I have some rolled foam tape there, some white gel pens that I bought in bulk a while back, and then this here is just an extra holder. I'm actually holding all of my move these pens. I have all of my blending tools in these containers here. I bought this at a store called At Home, and it is a new way, awesome way to store your blending tools, and I'll show you that in a minute. I got the idea from a great crafty friend, Stephanie Clock. So I got that idea from her. I'm sure, I don't know exactly sure who did it originally, but I love the idea. So anyway, that is my extras drawer. If I haven't apologized before, I'm sorry for the shakiness. I'm trying to keep this as still as possible. So, alright, the next drawer is just a plethora of different things. Here I have another plastic container that just has other tools in it. Some like scissors. I have a tape runner here. Corner round punches. My Tim Holtz staple puncher there. And then over here I just have another container that I bought, don't even remember, I think maybe Target. I can't really remember. But I have other things like extra sequins down there that I don't use often. I do make things from these little humongous paper clips and stuff from every now and then. And then I have, down here I have some bling and buttons and such. Some twine. That's in that drawer. And then down up here I have all of my enamel dots. I have it on this little ring here. It's easier for me to store it this way, but so I put them all on this ring. So anytime I need one, I just kind of look through it and then do it that way. So that is my enamel dots. Ribbon, the ribbon that I like the most, which I don't really use ribbon on my cards as much as I did, but those are the ribbon that I use the most for like packages and stuff like that. So, and then I have some like little jingle bells and stuff that I bought at Stampin' Up. What is this? Oh, little brads and stuff. So I love these little containers for that, to keep those in there. This here is all of my Lawn Fawn lawn trimmings. I took them off of the packaging that they were on. I did have a Clip It Up, and that's one of the main things that I got rid of. It was just taking up too much space, floor space, in my room here, and it just was getting to where it wasn't the best solution for me. Whenever in the beginning it was, but then I started growing and it was just getting too much stuff on it, and anyway, so I don't have that anymore. So anyway, I took it off the packaging and I store all of them in here, and I actually like this a lot better. I can just pull it out, use it, get what I need, put it back. So, and of course these little containers are from Dollar Store, and then that's just extras of more twine and stuff. So that is my second drawer. This drawer here is inks. So I have this container here. This container here I bought, I believe, at Home, the same place that I bought the other one. The other like container for the blending tools. I bought that there. And so I have a container for my inks of my, this is my, what am I trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say. I can't think right now. Anyway, so I got these, my Memento Luxe inks there. Then I have all of my Simon Says stamp inks in this container here. And then I have the blending tools that I use for these inks in this container here. And then this is my container, and I've done a video on this here of my Memento Dewdrop inks. And I got this container here at Walmart. It is in the jewelry section. I do have a full video of that if you are interested in that. So that is in that drawer. The next drawer is, I just have some of my cords. I actually do have a mint colored cord. I love it. I saw it at Home Depot and I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to buy that mint colored extension cord. I'm going to use it somehow, but I just love it that it was mint colored because it matched my room. I know, cheesy, but it is what it is. So anyway, I've got my other containers of all of my distress ink cubes. I don't have any of the full size anymore. I did fully convert to the mini size, and I've got them all in the same containers as my dewdrops. I also have a video on that as well. This drawer here is again another plethora of things. I got a card kit there and just random things. I got another card kit. This is the Summer's Stamp card kit that's left over that I was using. A lot of my stencils are in this drawer. I do have some of the Tim Holtz dies there that I really don't use really anymore, but I didn't have a really good place to store them other than in here. I have some daubers back there, and then my trimmer lives in this drawer. So that is what is in that drawer. And then the top drawer is more randomness too. I've got some ink swatches. All this stuff here is like stickers and chipboard and stuff like that I don't use often, but I wanted to kind of keep it contained. So I have that. These are the backgrounds that I use for my cards, photographing my cards. And then all of this here is just like packaging whenever I send stamps out or cards out or whatever. It's like different packaging and stuff like that. So that is what is in that drawer. So I gotta get it arranged so I can close the drawer. Alright. And then as y'all can see on top, this is all of my stamps. All of my ones that I own. I do have them by manufacturer. So I have some W+9, Summer's Stamp, Pure Arts, MFT. I do have some that I don't like, only have one of, so they have their own kind of label there. Neat and Tangled, Stamp Pen Disc, Stamps of Life, Paper Tray Ink. You can see Paper Smooches, Concord 9th, Clearly Besotted, Right at Home. I am on the Right at Home design team right now, so I have a whole section for that. Of course, and then the majority of all of this is my Lawn Fawn. So this is all of my Lawn Fawn. I need to get some more stamp storage pockets because I don't have any more right now. So otherwise, these would be in the containers. But this is what I bought from the latest release. So I got that, and then the back there, the rest of this is Lawn Fawn, and then back there is Mama Elephant. So awesome, huh? So anyway, that is all my stamp storage and what is in my IKEA 6 drawer. I will move over to my desk and we'll look at my desk and go into that. Okay, so this is my craft desk here, and just kind of give you an idea. This desk, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, is from IKEA. I do have the 5 drawer Kallax unit on the side, and then I have the Linman desktop on the top. I got the natural color because, like I said, I knew that I was going to have like natural wood along in the room, and I wanted to complement that and bring that out. So anyway, so that's what I bought, and of course I just got the legs. Originally I wanted to get the legs red, but the legs that I wanted didn't come in red. I thought they did, but they were coming pink, and I didn't want pink, obviously. So, but my husband said that he would spray paint the legs here, but we just haven't done that yet. We may never, I don't know. But if we don't, that's okay. I do accent a lot of the stuff in my room with red. So you've got the red rugs, and I have a clock that's red and stuff. And of course, you can see my banner up here, which I bought from. I may get questions on this. I bought this little tassel banner from Etsy. If I can think about it, I will list the buyer that I bought it from in the description bar below for you guys in case y'all are interested in something like that. She does awesome work. She does live in Canada, and she's very, very she communicates really well with you and stuff. So anyway, so that's where I got that, and I'll go up here since we are gonna do that too. Of course, I got this little shelf here, and this basket here, this first basket here, has a lot of my Summonses stamp card kits that I have bought in the past. And then these two containers here have all of my cards in them that I've already made. Then I've got this here, this Create frame there, and I can't remember where I got that, to be completely honest. And then there's all of my cardstock, and then specialty papers and such. And then I have this frame here of a caricature that I had done at a local craft show about 5 years ago, roughly 5 years ago. So that's where I got that done. And then I'll swing back over this way before we get to my desk. And then this is where all of my cards that I display from a lot of my crafty friends. I've got this ledge here from IKEA. I knew that I wanted to get one of those to display a lot of the cards that I receive, which makes me so happy. So and on the end there, or I got the little K here at the at-home store that I was talking about. I love that K there. It's mirrored. And then on the end, I just have some of my paintbrushes and stuff. So that's that. So we'll come back to down here to my craft desk, and we'll start in the beginning here. This area here, I got, this is also from Stampin' Storage, this ink holder. It was intended for distress inks, and that's why I bought it initially. I did have all of my full-size ink pads in there, but then I decided to convert to the smaller size, which, I'm glad I do. I use my distress inks fairly often, not a ton, but I use them enough to where I'm happy to have the smaller size. So instead of obviously getting rid of that, I used it to put more inks inside of there. So that's why I store all of my lawn fawn. Let me move my light out of the way just a little bit so you can see it better. So anyway, so I bought or I use it for all of my lawn fawn inks. And then on top I just have some little trinkets. So another K, and I love this stamp. This is one of my favorite stamps because that's how I feel. Born to stamp, forced to work. I love that. And then I have these little owls, and then this gray kitty. I bought all these are actually lip glosses, if you can believe it or not. And those came from Forever 21. I don't have a Forever 21 near me. I saw them on a video that I was watching on YouTube, and I asked where they got them, and that's where they came from, is from Forever 21. But I had to get the little gray kitty because if y'all know or watch me, any of my videos, or see or follow me on Instagram, you know that I have two cats. One is a gray cat. She's a Russian blue. Her name is Katie. And so that reminded me so much of my Katie. So that's why I had to pick that one up. And of course, owls. I do love owls. My mom my mom loves owls a little bit more than I do, but I do love them. They are cute. I love certain things of owls, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, back to the storage here. Again, it's from Stampin' Storage, and I just utilize it for my lawn fawn inks and everything. So there we go on that. And then next over, I have this here, came from IKEA. It comes from the kitchen area, and I think it's used for like plates and to store plates and stuff like that. There's a longer one that comes out a little bit longer too, that you can put the longer one and then this one on top of that. But on here I've got these two clear containers here just for things that I grab for the most, like some glues and spray mists and stuff like that, and then my little power tool. So I have that. Next to that, I have this little dish here that says this is my happy place, and I love it. It came from, again, at home, and it matched my room really, really well, so I thought I would pick it up. I recently got these Nouveau drops in my card kit from Summonses Stamp, the September card kit, so those are there. And then down here is a cup that my dearest friend Christy, y'all know her as Christy Gets Crafty here on YouTube. She actually made this for me. She works at a pottery place. And she actually made this for me. I actually asked her to. I saw a video or a picture that she posted. Isn't that cute? She painted this for me and I absolutely love it. And on the inside she added a little mouse. I just think it's adorable and I treasure it so much. So, and of course this is the stamp set that I am giving away. I'm actually waiting to hear from the winner on that. Next over I have this container here. This is like a little spinny container and it has all the other tools that I use the most, like scissors, bone folder, glues, stuff like that, markers, pens, other tools. That's what I hold all of that stuff there, tweezers and such. Next over is my container of all of my Copics. I don't have a ton, but I don't need a ton. I just use what I have, and this gets me by for what I do. So this came from Studio 3 Solutions. They are no longer in business, unfortunately. I did have about 3 of these, but I got rid of 2 of them because I just didn't need them. So anyway, so I have my container of my Copics, and then on top here I just have more pens like gel pens and glitter pens, Wink Stella, that kind of thing. And the cup I got, if y'all are interested in that, the cup I bought at Walmart, I believe. Walmart or, yeah, Walmart. Cats are little children in furry little coats, or cats are children in little fur coats is what it says. And I, of course, spoke to me. Now over here is what I was speaking of earlier, the container of the ink blending tools, and it's supposed to initially hold nail polish, but it's holding all of my ink blending tools, and I've got one that doesn't have a home. So whenever I'm planning on buying more tools here to have a tool for every color that I have. So that's another reason why I bought an extra holder. So eventually this one will have a home here. Then I have a cup of all of my zig, as Laura Basson says, her ziggy zig zigs or something like that. I think that's so funny. So those are my zigs. And of course I just have a little bit more trinkets up here. A little phone stamp. And then a little hello. I like the colorful sticker, or the colorful sticker on there that says hello. I think I bought that at Michael's or something one time. I don't know. And then I have this little thing like Scrabble tiles that says Carrie on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and sit down and show you some of the things that are in here. Here I have my sequins, my wood veneer, and then seed beads there. Some cards that I've recently made. Here I have just a little towel here, and then a container that holds my stamp chamois in. More sequins, my camera, my sticker maker, and then my case for my camera. And then in here, it just has random stuff in it. This is kind of a mess. So it's got more ink pads and such like that. I mean, stuff that I really don't grab for very often at all. Same for here. It's just stuff that, you know, like little tags and stuff like that. So I don't really use that stuff in there that much, but it holds it well. So, all right. And then over here, of course, I've got my cutting mat and then my Someone Says stamp. This is what y'all see mainly whenever I'm making videos. I bought this at Someone Says Stamp and I absolutely love it. I love it for lots of things, but especially like for ink blending and stuff. I don't use the craft sheet that much for doing ink blending, because I feel like I get more inky on my hands that way because the color transfers onto my hands. But I like it for doing it on this here. So then we'll move over to the drawers here. Okay, so we're going to take a look at what I have stored in the 5-drawer unit here. Again, I think I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. So this drawer here, houses, some more like mediums and stuff like that. I have all of my spray adhesives, colored pencils and such. Let me move this stuff out of the way so y'all can see. Just extra stuff like stickles and enamel dot, or not enamel dots, but what is this? What do they call? Oh, liquid pearls. Yeah, that's what I meant. And such, and then ink pads that I don't use anymore. I think those are the neon ink pads from Hero Arts that are back there. And again, like sprays and stuff that I don't use as often, but perfect pearl mists and stuff like that. I got rid of a lot of those too. That's what this houses down here. I got colored pencils, and then my twinkling H2Os I hold in here. So that's what that is in that drawer. Okay, the next drawer got candy and some Butterfingers. So we'll move those out of the way. Gotta have a little treat when you're working, right? So I have more paints, my watercolors, and stuff like that. Mainly watercolor stuff. This is my Bristol Smooth that I have in my hand. Then just more like backup adhesives and stuff that I don't grab for as often. Then my little water cups, and then the Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock is there. So I have that in that drawer. Next drawer is what I call my embossing drawer. Here I have a container that just kind of sits on top of some Wow embossing powders and glitters that I own, and some Simon Says stamp as well. Then I have my embossing gun, or my heat tool, and then the powders that I use the most, which are the Hero Arts white and the Hero Arts clear, and then in the bigger containers. And then I have the Simon Says stamp gold, the Ranger liquid platinum, and then the Hero Arts brass back there. So I have those in the smaller containers. And back here I have some coffee filters, and then my little stamp press there. So I'll put this back on top. I love how it just kind of sits on top. So that is in that drawer. Next drawer is, I have some baby wipes, because I still do use baby wipes even though I have a stamp chamois. Some randomness back there, like I have some die cuts in that little container there that I've already done. Again, in this drawer too, or this little container here, I have some die cuts and such that I've already cut and colored that I haven't used on cards yet. The current roll that I'm working on my foam tape is here. My Score Buddy and my Misty tool, my mini Misty, is in this drawer. And then the very top drawer is probably one of my favorite drawers. I have all of my most used inks here, my black inks, mostly black inks, and then I also have my embossing ink here too, my Versamark. In the front here, I have another one of these 3 tiered containers. It also sits on top, kind of sits there, and it has all of my tape runners there, and then I just have regular tape too, and adhesive removers and such like that. And then I have a container here, this container here, this long container I bought at Target, and I absolutely love these because it's long, and it's long and narrow, but so much that it holds a lot of things. Like this one holds all of my acrylic blocks, and I absolutely love these containers. So I don't know if they still sell them or not, but it's called, I think the brand is called Itso, I-T-S-O, Itso. So that's where that came from. And then just more like micropore tape and other adhesives back there. So that is what I hold in those drawers there. And then we'll move over to, y'all have seen my computer area. We'll move over to the built-in shelving and the Kallax unit. Alright, so next we've got the little drawer unit, or not the drawer unit, the shelving unit that I have in my in this room. This was already here. This has been here, so it's but we did obviously paint it too. And so I've got different things on here. I've got cards from more crafty friends that I love, and this is a container that holds like various things like my label maker and stuff like that. I have some glitter tapes in this little container here. I love my glitter tapes. And then up here on this shelf I have this container. It's initially for like coffee pods. You know what I'm talking about, coffee pods. But I put some more embossing powders that I don't use as often. These come from a Stampin' Up, and I bought these a long time ago when I was really buying a lot of Stampin' Up products, and I saw this and I thought it was a cool idea. So I still have those there. And I have this little frame dream. This is actually a card, but I loved it so much. It's actually dimensional. I don't know if y'all can tell on there, but it's actually dimensional, and I absolutely love it. It's really pretty, so I wanted to frame it. Then I have this container here, and it's just got all of my glitters in it there, so you can see all of my glitters there. That's what houses those. At the top I have some more the Stampin' Up stamps that I have left. I've gotten rid of a lot of those as well, and I bought some KWCardDesigns in the beginning of my stamping hobby too, so I have some of those there. And then I have containers of some more glitters from Stampin' Up that I don't use as often, and then some memento markers there, and then just more little washi tape in that little glass container up there. So that's what's on the shelving. And then down here, let me move back just a little bit. This is my Kallax unit, my 4-drawer. I keep saying drawer, I'm sorry guys. My 4 shelf unit of the Kallax. This is one of the smaller sizes, but again I wanted to get and you'll notice I have like the natural color. Again, I wanted to incorporate the more natural too. So if y'all can't tell by now, I chose like a mint color, red, and natural color. So I really do like the color scheme that I went with. So this is what I have here. So I'm going to go ahead and I have my die cutting machine on top, and I'm going to slowly sit down. There we go, and show you what I have on these in this area here. I just have some of my like magazines and such that I love to look at, like Crafty Space, the Creative Spaces magazines, and a few of like Cool Tools. I have one that says Cool Tools on there. So I have my magazines there, and some cheaper cardstock that I like to print like those ink swatches and stuff on, or whatever, just cheaper cardstock from Walmart I have there. Back there in that box I have some more cards from Crafty Friends that I've had for years that I just don't have room to display out, but I do have them in that memory box there, so I wanted to keep those. And then this container here, and more is for those coffee pods, but I don't drink regular coffee, so I love iced coffee instead. But this houses all of the rest of my washi tape. Can we take a moment? Yeah, I know, a lot. But it does look pretty. I will never use it all, but that's whenever the washi tape craze started, and yeah, I went with it. So but anyway, those are my washi tape. Next over is just kind of randomness, I guess. I just have a basket full of these little bubble packaging for whenever I send cards. Sometimes I like to send my cards in those bubble packages like that just to protect them. I just have another container just with I got a tape runner there for packaging and such. And then down there I have randomness. Again, randomness, but here it's not really crafty, although I have a 12 by 12 scoreboard there, and then in that basket there I have Bath and Body Works stuff like sprays and stuff. I usually hold some of my candles and stuff in there too, but I don't have any new ones right now. So that is what is in that drawer. And then here is where I hold my embossing folders. That's what I was talking about earlier. And then back there is more ribbon. So I have these embossing I do have a video on these too, but all these hold my embossing folders, and I bought these 2 cases at Hobby Lobby, I believe. So that is what is in there. And that pretty much completes the tour, guys. Y'all probably are not interested in my vanity, but if there is someone out there that watches my videos for crafting, if y'all are interested in seeing my vanity, I will be happy to do a tour of that as well. But I figured most of y'all are not. The same for my desk here. Let me kind of move around here slowly. Sorry for the brightness. If any of y'all are interested in seeing, you know, I don't know, my desk or anything and what I hold in there too, which is nothing exciting, I promise. So, but I will do a video of that as well if you want me to. But anyway, so let me back up. I'm going to move over my Raskog cart. If y'all are interested in seeing anything else that I may have missed, please let me know. I will have everything that I mentioned that I would try to link listed below. But that is my craft room, and of course there's some Butterfinger for whenever I'm done with this video. So hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm sorry if it was kind of all over the place. I tried to be, you know, as efficient and trying to tell you everything that I have. But it's hard for me to do these kind of videos whenever I'm holding the camera. So hope you forgive that. So, but I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it.